Hi guys, it's Major Foley here, and we're up to the Battle of Tinchebray, where we finally decide the brother versus brother fight for Normandy. So this is a level where there is no base building, it's pure micro, and there's also a somewhat little bug that you can take advantage of. I probably won't. But it involves the way you get reinforcements. The gold chests, if you spam it quick enough, apparently you can get more than 100. So each gold chest is worth 100 gold, and if you spam one quick enough, you can get 200 gold out of them. I probably won't go for that, and realistically, it's not necessary. But this is a very quick level. As usual, if you want to go straight to the gameplay and not watch the cutscene, guys, timestamp is in the description below. Let's get started on the 4th level of the Norman campaign.
While Bayeux burned, King Henry pressed his advantage. Seizing key fortifications and buying the loyalty of powerful lords, Henry loosened his brother's grip over Normandy. At Tinchebray in 1106, brother would fight brother for final claim to their father's lands.
A Battle of Tinchebray, 1106. Probably the quickest cutscene in all of the game. Alright. King Henry's first bid for Normandy hinged on capturing his brother, but the castle at Tinchebray protected Duke Robert. Henry would take any measure necessary to lure him out. Remember the gameplay tip, guys. Stone walls cannot be breached without siege equipment, which we'll have none of in this mission because that's not our objective. Alright, here we go.
Determined to claim Normandy and capture his brother, Duke Robert, King Henry besieged the castle at Tinchebray. But the direct assault on the formidable stone castle was failing. Unable to breach the towering walls, the king devised a new plan to capture his brother.
So you can see we've got a mixture of units. Assign them control groups.
Henry would force Robert to defend his lands from attack by razing the villages of Martigny and Fresnes.
So immediately, don't send your units up the road. Send your scout up this hill, along with your units following. This is the best way to attack this village of Martigny. And remember, this is where the scout comes in handy with its long vision, especially out of stealth forests. So you want to send in your archers and your spearmen. Have your spearmen attack the horsemen, and have your archers attack their archers. Nice and easy. As you can see, there's a bunch of gold here. Now let's see if I can pull off that little trick I mentioned. I don't think I will be able to. Yeah, so I only got 100. But yeah, you've got to like shift right-click it or something, or it's like on a frame and you can get extra gold. Or you keep right-clicking it, not shift right-clicking it. Anyway. That's how you normally do it. You just keep right-clicking if you want to try to get it. Like I said, even if I got it, I wouldn't be using it. Now, here, you want to send in your men-at-arms along with your hero first, because they've got all the armor. Followed by your spearmen. Activate the ability, and send in your archers to deal with the enemy archers.
To goad Robert out of his stronghold,
Leave your scout out of the combat.
would burn the village to the ground.
And have your archers focus on theirs, so they don't kill your spearmen as much. Luckily for us, the enemy town center does not fire at us, so that's a plus for us. Gonna get our hero maybe a little out of here if we can. And then we just have to start burning their buildings to the ground. And that'll be objective 1. So, in the meantime, have our scout collect the gold. Like I said, I won't be doing the bug, but like I said, you can attempt to do it yourself if you like. Once we burn down the buildings, we're going to go for another chest, and we'll have the ability to get reinforcements that I mentioned earlier. These reinforcements, you'll have an option of a choice of troops, from knights to men-at-arms to archers to spearmen, and sometimes come in groups, so you'll see those in a moment, after an autosave happens. There.
The village of Martigny was destroyed, but still Robert did not emerge to face Henry outside the castle. Henry would have to raise the stakes. Next, he targeted the village of Fresnes.
Funnily enough, you actually can see the gold in the Fog of War.
Henry could buy reinforcements
silly.
from nearby allies, if he could procure the gold to pay them.
So yeah, if you want to know where the gold locations are, just look around the map and you'll see them. I don't know if this is actually a bug itself or not, but we're going to order in some knights, which gives us 10 knights and men-at-arms, 20 archers, and then the rest is going to be infantry.
Henry received word that Robert had sent for a fresh army to aid in defending his position at the castle. Henry had to eliminate these new forces before they could combine with the garrison at Tinchebray.
So, the best spot to fight for your units is
Henry
when they're at the crossroads here.
And received fresh reinforcements.
And this is where the reinforcements come from. You can bring in the extra infantry, but we don't need to just yet. This is more than enough. So assign your knights to be with the hero. Assign your extra units to their new control group, so spearmen the 2 or whatever control group you like. Now, normally I engage the army here, but you can engage them here, and it's usually a better engagement. Because you got a bit of area to fight in. But any area is good enough. Just send your spearmen and men-at-arms and your knights and activate the ability so they buff. And have your archers take out their archers. Forget about aiming for their spearmen. The men-at-arms can take care of that. Now, some of the enemies will try to go around for the archers. Don't worry about that. You'll be able to take care of them. Just make sure you eliminate their archers so your spearmen live longer. And they can take out the knights. Nice and easy. We have massive army left alive, including some knights. Now you can let those guys run.
Eliminating Robert's incoming army, Henry had thwarted his brother's attempt at strengthening the castle's defenses.
And we're going to attack Fren from behind, so we're going to actually follow these guys, not kill them, because we don't have to. And we're going to attack them from this side instead of the front over here. And with the scout, we'll be able to see, of course, the village and their army. Our ability's also nearly ready, so we're just going to rush in. And we're going to wait to activate it when we engage the main army. Wait for our other troops to get closer. Now we activate it, and have the archers, of course, take on their archers. Remember that armor upgrade that King Henry gives to everyone? It only works for melee armor. It does not affect ranged. So archers will still do their full damage, however much that might be when they shoot their arrows. Now with the scout, we can collect the gold here. And we can go collect some more gold over here too. While the rest of your forces burn down the buildings. Wow, I actually pulled it off. So, you see I kept right-clicking it, and it gave me 200 gold instead of 100. I'm not going to use that extra 100 I just got, but if you want to, it's fair enough. So normally after these last chests you collect, you'll have 700, but as you can see, I will have 800. And I just won't spend it. And with this last quote-unquote 700 gold I'm going to have, I'm going to get gold and 2 sets of infantry. That's it. That's all I'm going to need to win this for the rest of the match. And after the last buildings are destroyed, we're just going to send out. We're going to bring our army all the way to the first village we destroyed at Martigny. So that's where we're going to be facing King Robert. Or King Robert. Duke Robert, sorry, not King Robert. Alright, now with all that done, let's move over here. And let's assign our control groups again.
Army, the village of Fresnes was in ruins. Henry's provocations had paid off.
As you can see,
finally emerged
here he comes.
to face
with a
his
lot of
brother in
knights
open
and
battle.
men-at-arms. Now, how you want this army set is you want your spearmen with your knights and your men-at-arms, and you want the archers watching where you came from the initial attack over here, because they'll send a sneaky force through here. You don't want to be in the forest, though. You want to be outside where you can focus your firepower. You can also leave a few men-at-arms here. It's not strictly necessary. Better get rid of this tent so it doesn't cause annoyances. And once the army gets close enough, we'll activate King Henry's ability, and we'll be charging in. It's a very short level. It was one of the more difficult levels initially because you didn't know what combination of units you actually needed at the start, which was interesting. But once you figure it out, it's pretty easy. Alright, here we go. Charge! Get the men-at-arms in first because that's a lot of spearmen. Then have your spearmen charge in. And then have your archers focus on this assault on the left. My knights aren't attacking, we've got to get them in there. We'll have a hero go help these guys over here. Now while they're shooting them, we're going to have some archers shoot their archers just so we can stop their archers killing ours. But as you can see, we're pretty set in winning this fight. We just have to kill enough units and we're good. Now with the rest of our archers, we can start picking off theirs. So we start picking off their archers. Oh, we've got one left over there. Make sure Robert doesn't escape because you do need to beat him or kill him. Capture. And that's it. We've eliminated the army and we've captured Duke Robert. Easy mission. Only took us 10 minutes.
King Henry's tactic of luring Robert into the open had worked. Henry captured his brother, and Normandy was his.
Funny how all the villagers are celebrating your capture of him. It's like you took the castle at the same time you destroyed his army. And that they're celebrating for you. I don't know the history of these two people, so who knows. After a decisive battle, King Henry's tactics are successfully in taking Tinchebray and capturing his brother. Normandy was now in English hands. And that's it for the level. So I think we're about halfway through the Norman campaign now. Next up's the Battle of Bremiel. Oh no, we've got 6 left, so we're not quite halfway. After this one we will be though. So yeah, so we've got the Battle of Bremiel, Lincoln, Wallingford, Dover, Rochester, and Lincoln again. So those will be good ones. And thank you very much guys for tuning in to this walkthrough. I'm live on Twitch most days of the week. Link to my channel is in the description, just like the timestamp, along with the instructions to the walkthrough. Also, my Discord, if you want to direct message me, because I will reply quicker there on my Discord. Other than that, thanks for tuning in, and look forward to the next video, which should be out in the next day or two, which will be the Battle of Bremiel. Catch you guys later.